I would definitely be open to exploring that. At the budget meeting Monday, they upped it to $15.50. They said that they were being charged $14.95 for actual pickup, and they were using the other 55 cents to produce the calendars that you get to put on your refrigerator.
The comment was being absorbed.
Yes,
That what it was.
that $15.50 was going to absorb all of the costs, so. That would be considered a utility and not an expense to the city.
So would you consider bringing it back in-house?
I am open.
Like it used to be where you had the employee, I believe it was the city employees.
I don't understand why.
You picked them up.
I don't understand why we stopped doing it. I don't know money-wise. I'm not in that position to know, but I don't know why we stopped. Personnel or why? But
Any other questions?
What
Whoop.
was shared about a dollar amount per household was not what the director, the guy that is in charge of trash cans, our company, I talked to him this past week. They have a contract for a certain amount of money, 950 plus homes in the city of Delphi. He's not aware that that contract amount is going to change for next year. The total on that was $144,250, and what they're collecting right now more than covers that. But yet, the city attorney was tasked to write a new resolution to up. And as far as I'm concerned, from what I talked to the guy from Trash Cans this week, Ryan O'Connor, he was not aware of any change in the contract. Doesn't mean it won't happen, but to date, nothing had happened. And he said the contract specifies 950 plus homes. And from the documents I got from the clerk treasurer, we're sitting on 939 customers, and she said it varies a little bit with rentals and things like that, but not that.
I'm sorry, how many?
939.
Well, there's like this
And
1,100.
other communities are using their
Why
other
is-
money, which is a tax that people are paying.
I guess the 1,100 ratepayers would be because of
Potential.
down by Bill Peters, Revington, that they're not in the city limits, right? So that would be 900 something. They're not in the city limits then, and Whiteman edition. Good. That would be the offset. 9 something versus 11 something probably. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine. I know it's not my meeting, but when I have information, I want to share it because people want to know, and that's the only way you make informed decisions. And I got all the information I got free. I never paid a dime for anything.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
You were talking about budgets and everything like that. If I remember right, the city's yearly budget is around $3.1 million. Is that correct? Or it was? Probably a lot more now. In 2021, the Board of Works approved over $12 million to be spent. In 2022, the Board of Works approved over $10 million to be spent. That's on a $3.1 million budget. Now, the focus should not be where the money comes from. The focus should be how much money is being spent. Now, that involves not only tax money coming in, but that involves grant money and different sources of money coming in. But that just shows, you're spending 3-4 times in a year's time what your annual budget actually is. And I think that's part of our problem with the downward spiral we've been on for the last, and let's be honest, it's been 20 years. So it is going to be an uphill battle should you be elected. It is going to be an uphill battle, and you're going to have to be really strong with stuff if you do get elected, because it's at this point after 20 years, and we're getting ready to go into the 5th term of this because of certain factors. And it's going to take a lot to change that, and it's the culture of the way the city is now. And it's a culture. And to change the culture and direction of something, whether it's a football team, whether it's the city of Delphi, whether it's, whatever, it's gonna take a lot of work and a lot of effort to get it done. So you're right, it is gonna be an uphill battle. It's commendable to make the effort though, and it has to be done. Sorry, but
Okay, now we're gonna have closing. Okay, Julie, please.
I just want to thank everybody for coming out and for the opportunity to get to know you and for the opportunity to answer any questions that you had. I just want to serve the community and hope that I can do the best job possible. And I just ask that you give me the opportunity to be able to do that. I just want to serve the community. So thank you for having me.
Sure. And Shonda.
Oh, some days I question whether I've lost my mind that I did this, but we were joking the other day when we were walking, whether this was the smartest move. As I entered and things kind of heated up, I was frustrated because I felt like I entered a popularity contest, and if you know me at all, that's not me. I'm about as simple as they come. I did it because I want to get the community back on track. I didn't do it to win friends. I've made the comment all along that I don't have any connections to the city as far as the people that work there. If you want to stay there, you're going to have to earn your keep. I truly do believe that because things are in a bad situation, and if you don't want to be part of the process and fixing it, then that probably isn't the place you need to be.
Danny.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. And I'd like to thank those 4 previous council members for the help they've given me, the advice. And so I'd like to do the remainder of my time to Mr. Doyle Moore, which will be a new city council member.
Oh,
Let him be introduced.
Doyle, why don't you get up? And, like come up front, please.
I'll get ready.
No hugging, though.
We've been pals a long time.
And you'll have to introduce yourself and, while you're standing
Well, I wasn't
there.
expecting that one, but
That's it.
it wasn't too tough for me. I lived here my whole life. And
What's your name?
Doyle Moore.
Thank you.
And I want to thank everybody for being here, because if you're here, it's because you care. And I think the situation, I've been listening to everything. I've been to 3 council meetings. So once I got involved in this, because I want to give back to the community, I built several businesses here and around the nation. I don't know, it looks like to me, everybody's, with the way the world is today, we got to figure out a way for us to all get on the same side. We don't need to we need to show leadership. We need to put, as a councilman, I think when I was at some of those meetings, the public it was like cutting through ice or something when you walked in the room. I think that needs to stop. I know that coming in as a councilman, I'm going to have to work with whoever's there. It's not throwing anybody under the bus. I think everybody had good intentions, and I told them that at the last meeting, but I think they need a lot of leadership and direction. I think we're in a situation where the priorities have to change. We've got to start looking at what's going on today and not be spending a ton of money. Some things we have to do. I listened to the budget on the first Monday of the month. I think there needs to be some procedure changes so that, like, if you have a question, you can't say anything until the whole meeting's almost over. I listened to the accountant come on there and rip off a bunch of crap. And, when you listen to it, the way they explained it, it's pretty crafty. I've worked with a lot of budgets and how they word it. When you have a deficit, you just say percentages. If you have money coming in, you say what it is. I think everybody's frustrated. Everybody in this room that's here, I don't see many people that just come in here smiling, thinking this is a fun thing to do. So I think it's time to see what I can do to help back and work with everybody here. I want those meetings. If I'm in there, I think people should have respect for the public. I got involved because I have rental properties. I know other people's got a lot of money invested in this town. They were treated like total crap. They've been coming to all these meetings. I think that's not fair. And of course, some of it may be procedure because you can't make everybody happy. You get one person there that maybe is out the lunch and you're sitting there tying the whole meeting up because everything's on time. But I think it could be handled a lot better, and my goal is to work for you and try to get some of this solved either by working together.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.